Oh my god. What the hell, guys? Welcome to another one of my videos. I'm theKusari, and today I did a Q&A video a couple of days back, maybe about 4, because I haven't uploaded in a little bit because of other things, but let's just rewind here a bit, right? I asked for any sort of question, because I rewatched the video, right? I rewatched it, and I'm thinking, I just said anything about me or my channel, or like a what would you rather, or just anything really. I think that was like what generally what I said, and I also said maybe one extreme question per video, and I seriously really need to reevaluate what the hell extreme means, the word extreme means on the internet, especially with Q&A. So I'm going to answer all your questions that you have posted on my previous Q4K video. And today's date is the 20th of November, and it is 10 in the morning because, I don't know, I just felt like doing it. So this time, all the questions that are on right now, if you've posted any, basically after this video's been uploaded, then I shall answer that in the second answering video. But we shall jump right into it. I've just got all the comments loaded up right here. So we shall start off with Jesse's Creations, which is one of my YouTube friends. She's brilliant, and she asks, sex with your mother or a monkey? Serious question here. I would have to say anything but my mother. Honestly, anything but my mum. I would just go with a monkey. I just wouldn't care anymore. I just don't care. I had to think about some of these, and honestly, some of these are just really, really hard to answer. So we will go on to the second question, which is from Clockmar, my friend. Hooray! Thank you for posting a question. He asks, would you rather have your face cut off and then have salt poured into the wound, or be forced to convince every 12-year-old that COD is more shitter than Battlefield, or Battlefield is better than COD? Honestly, it would be very, very, very hilarious and very funny on my side to convince every 12-year-old that Battlefield is better, but I want to experience extreme pain, I guess. So let's go with the whole shredding of my face and pouring salt into it, shall we? I honestly want to feel... actually, no, wait. I take that back, actually. I don't second that. I take that back. But that's my answer to that one. Because convincing people, yeah, I'm not very good at, especially if it's 12-year-olds. So I suck at that part. Alright, next question, Mr. Glorified Cake. Thank you for posting your question. He asks, I need a PC game to play for my channel that isn't COD or Minecraft. You see, someone who posts a generalistic question that I can possibly answer. But obviously it's not going to be, something insane. So he continues to say, I'm thinking Battlefield 4, but having some issues with fraps. Any suggestions? And on a side note, your dick in a fan or your ears being eaten by a turtle slowly. Okay. But, alright, to answer the first one. COD or Minecraft, so those are out. Well, I'm not heavy on Call of Duty. I'm a little bit on the Minecraft side, a tiny bit. But for me, if I had anything to play aside from the shit now, it would probably be Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. That's an awesome game. So that's one of my suggestions. The other one would be Tomb Raider, which I uploaded one KUSARI Plays video on that. So it's Need for Speed and Tomb Raider are my answers for your first part. And the second part, dick in a fan or your ears being eaten alive by a turtle slowly. I'd sacrifice my ears. I wanna keep my dick, okay? My ears, they can just go. I don't need them anymore. I get enough shit as it is because of them. Alright. So, next question. Rand Fenrir Randrin, if you haven't seen my Battlefield 3 co-op missions, maybe, I think I did one with him, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, sorry, Rand, if I haven't, and I said I did, but thank you for posting a question otherwise, and he asks, where do you see your channel in the future? Do you hope to expand into areas other than gaming? What YouTuber would you like to have an affiliation with later on in your YouTube career? How much time do you dedicate to your channel each week? So he's got about he has 4 questions there. Alright, where do you see your channel in the future? Nowhere at this point, because I am small as hell, but if it does grow and I get a bunch of subscribers and whatnot, then I'd stick to what I usually do, which is just sort of series heavy, but also sticking to the, you know, like the whole subscriber smash, KUSARI plays and specials videos sort of thing, like it is in my channel trailer. I kind of stick to those 3. But all in all, just large sub base that supports me, you know, like comments flying and things like that, suggestions, and I don't know, just a general thing of how a moderately sized channel should have. I don't have anything special, but do you hope to expand your into other areas than gaming? I have been planning to do like a vlogging thing every week or every 2 weeks or something like that. But I have nothing interesting to talk about weekly. So, unless something happens, like something odd happens, just like an offshoot sort of thing. But that's only just the one time. So I don't have anything interesting to talk about each week. So, no vlogging, but stuff other than commentary and things like that. So, stuff other than series or specials. Oh, no, more specials videos, that's what I mean. So, nothing like the Skyrim or Call of Duty series that I'm doing at the moment. Nothing like KUSARI plays a subscriber smash. More so like this question and answer type deal, or other just random videos, I guess. What YouTuber would you like to have an affiliation with later on in your YouTube career? Well, I don't have any major affiliations with anybody, but I do have a small, say, relationship with Kira Castle. If you haven't seen my Minecraft special that I did with her, we played a few Hunger Games matches together on a server, and I mashed it together in a little 10 minute, I think, 20 minute good parts sort of thing, like good times out of all the matches that we did. So I think that was pretty fun to do it with her. But any ones that I plan to do it with, I don't know yet. I don't know any major Australian YouTubers aside from like Champ Chong that I'd like to have an affiliation with, to be honest. So that's a blank question for me to answer. How much time do you dedicate to your channel each week? Rand, why you ask so many questions? Honestly, it's one. Okay, but there are others that asked more than one, so we'll answer this one. I dedicate a fair amount of time, I guess. Even though I'm small, I still gotta check up on stuff and things like that. But when I'm on my computer, it's more so not to do with my channel, but just with my other off-screen things and stuffs and I don't know and whatnot. But to my channel, at least maybe an hour a day, maybe. An hour a day, that's like recording, editing, uploading, and stuff like that. But I'd guess another hour on top of that, like checking comments, checking channel, inbox, or whatever to see what's new. Now, thank you, Rand, for your question. I think I did say that before, but we shall move on to Commander Melissa. She asks, what do you think of that cool Melissa chick? Hint, hint. Really, it's not her, okay? It is not her, and I think she's goddamn good disgraceful. Come on. No, she's not. Come on. I take that back. I'm just kidding around. I think she's awesome, and we are soon going to do some sort of Portal 2 co-op series, and that will be amazing because it'll be a little bit different to what I usually do. Well, not entirely, because I'm still doing gaming stuff, but a co-op with an actual friend of mine aside from Clockmar is actually really good for both of us, I would say. So, And to purely answer your question, I think you're awesome, Melissa. I think you're amazing. You're a beautiful person, and I love you. Alright, I think that basically answers it. So, Jagurio. God, I still have problems pronouncing your name. I don't know why. Alright, so he asks, would you fight 17 Russian cats on fire that run at lightning speed? They're fireproof cats. Or 53 invisible flying cockroaches? I would fight the Russian cats. I would fight the Russian cats. Honest to God, I would fight cats. They would scratch, they would bite, they would go meow, but they've got the Russian berets, man. Honestly, that would be scary as hell, but I'd be a total badass to do it. I think that answers that. Alright, so to Red Punda, which I met on Battlelog and on Battlefield 4, how you doing? He asks, would you rather play Barbie's Wonderland or Spay-based DF9? I don't know what Spay-based DF9 is. I think he means space, but I'm just gonna say it how it is. Barbie's Wonderland. I've not played either of those two games, so I am going to go with Base Spay 9 FD. Does that count? I think that counts. It's like a backwards game. You play from the end to the start, and then it totally screws you over story-wise because you have no idea what's going on. That's my answer. Alright, so Steven Armagi. Steven. Just Steven. I'm just going to call you Steve because you've got the icon I made for you. Nice. Alright, so if you choke a Smurf, what color will it turn? Indigo. Is indigo a color? I think it is. I'll go with pink. There you go, pink. And then when you choke all the Smurfs, it's like a pink village, like a pink herd. That would be amazing. But to honestly answer your question, they won't change color at all. That's just a stupid question altogether. I have to say, Steven, come on. You have... Why? What? Just why? Alright, so Monsieur Chow, Joe Chow, asks, can you do a get to know you as a gamer video and just mini biography over some Battlefield 4 gameplay? So you're asking me to do who I am gaming wise, like on my gaming side of myself, and basically do a mini biography over some Battlefield 4 gameplay. Alright, I will do one. I would do one. That's if people actually support it. So if you guys want me to do a mini biography of myself in the gaming world, then post in the comments if you want me to do that sort of thing. So, Ashley... Oh, I know. Joe Griffiths. There you go. That's the next question. I was going to go on to Ashley Thompson, but no. We can't skip Joe. And his amazing question. Alright, so, would you have your virginity taken away by Tim in a dungeon or by Garton in a classroom? Now, those two people I know personally. You guys would have no idea who they are. I'm not going to say who they are because they would most likely not want to be known on the internet. So I am going to answer you, Joe, with Tim. Not Garton. No. Just no. Sorry, Tim, but you're going to have me in your basement for a very long time. I'm sorry. Your dungeon. That's even worse. But there you go, Tim. You're going to enjoy my company very much, I think. Maybe. I'm making it sound worse than it actually is. Maybe. Or backwards. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. But that's a terrible question. Personally, that's really bad. So we shall move on to Ashley Thompson. Thank you for your question, though, Joe. That's a very weird, upside-down question. So Ashley Thompson asks, would the world be a better place if people with low IQs were not allowed to reproduce? First time I read this question, I thought that he meant for all people with low IQs to be exterminated, but it just said reproduce. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know. People with low IQs were not allowed to reproduce. That would mean, like, a fair amount of the percentage of the world were not allowed to reproduce. I would say no. It would not be a better place. Because still, people with low IQs that reproduce can have children that can be smart as fuck. So, I don't know. Unless you take intelligence into genes, therefore the child will be dumb as hell, then yeah, of course, but it doesn't work that way, so I'm just gonna say no to your question. Actually, it will not be a better place. But, in the sense of them having sex left, right, and center, then I think it would be, but I don't know. I'm not sure which way to look at that. Alright, Matt Dowling asks, extreme question. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. I still need to reevaluate what the hell that means, but his question is, have hot wax dripped in your eyes, or have a corkscrew twisted into your belly button? Ouch. So, possibly die, or sacrifice my eyes. Why am I answering these? Okay, sacrifice eyes or get something screwed into my belly button. I think I will possibly die from the latter, so I'm going to have hot wax dripped in my eyes. There you go. That's it. I won't be able to game, so I'd actually be sacrificing like nearly my entire YouTube, which would be freaking terrible. But there you go. I'll just do it. Hot wax. Just come at me, bro. So, NameStorm1 asks 2 questions, I think. I think there's one scrolled. If I scroll... Oh, yeah, there it is. Anyway, his first question is, would you rather hold a live octopus in your mouth for 30 seconds or eat 3 live cockroaches? Live octopus for 30 seconds, mate. 3 live cockroaches? That's... It's like a millipede, but in your mouth. I don't know. I don't eat insects often. At all, actually. Never. In my life. We'll never do it. But an octopus, however, a fish, a type of fish, yeah, I'll go for it. It'll just be like where you pull your cheeks in. I think it'll feel exactly the same as that. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah. That's my answer to you, Storm. That's it. Live octopus. Next question by Cluckmar again, and he sent a link to a would you rather something rather. It's not a .any freaking JPEG, so I know that because I've already clicked it before. But alright, it's redirected me to this site, and okay, would you rather have sex? Alright, have your dad walk in on you having sex with your dog, or have your dog walk in on you having sex with your dad? Skip. I can't answer that one. No way. Just see you later. I'm not even gonna bother. Alright, so Steven asks another question. God damn you, Steven. Alright, well, freaking Rand asks 4, so whatever. He asks, Assassin's Creed 4 or Battlefield 4 for the Xbox One? Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One. I would go Assassin's Creed 4 for the PlayStation 4 for my preferences, even though I don't play consoles, like, at all, nearly. Like, maybe 1% of my game time's on consoles, but the rest is on PC. But to answer your question, I go Battlefield 4 for Xbox One. Alright, next one, NameStorm again. NameStorm 1. What keeps you going when making videos? You seem to have made a decent amount. Does it ever become draining? Sometimes it does. Like, sometimes I just leave it and just not upload for a couple of days because it's either I've got nothing to do or I've got too much to do. And I just CBF and I sit in my gaming chair, listen to Monster Cat. But, what keeps me going is actually Monster Cat, because I listen to a poppy song, like I've got a playlist saved full of songs, so I listen to that, it gets me a good mood and a little bit of a happy mood and things like that. And a good example of that is one of my Call of Duty Ghosts campaign parts. I forgot which one it was, I think it's like 4 or something or other. This side of the video, I'm just literally laughing my ass off from happiness because I just listened to one of the best songs ever. But, yeah, so Monster Cat keeps me going, and it does get a little bit boring or draining every now and then. But I still continue to push on, so there you go. Alright, so Steven asks his last question. Will you stay at mine this weekend? I don't know where you live, buddy. Honestly. Why? Just why do you want me to your place? Really? Come on. A Q&A, mate. Q&A. And you asked me to come over to yours. No. No, I will not. I will not stay over at yours this weekend. I've got stuff to do's. I may actually come over to yours. I'm not entirely sure yet. You may live in New South Wales. I'll fly to you if I want to. Last question. JD Legaspi. Legaspi. Sounds just as awesome as Kusari. Serious, I'd take that as a username, which is actually pretty cool. So he asks for the last question in the Q&A video, which is actually a pretty good one. Would you rather be telekinetic or telepathic, and why? So let's explain what both of them are. Telepathic is to read people's thoughts or to make people do things just through the mind alone, whereas telekinetic, I believe, is the whole moving items and you know, furniture and houses and just objects here and there just with your mind. So both of them for me are equally as awesome, but I would go with no, actually not telepathic. I go telekinetic. Because, oh, excuse me. Okay. Telekinetic, because it'll make me feel like the character in the movie Jumper. If you haven't seen that, it's the actor who plays Anakin Skywalker in the second and third Star Wars movies, chronologically, of course, not the original 2 and 3. And he, like, in one of the scenes, he's there on his couch watching TV, and he reaches over to the TV remote, but it's about like 20 centimeters away, so he jumps, like he teleports as such, 20 centimeters or so closer to the controller in the same posture that he was when he jumped, so he is actually like touching the controller at that point. I'd feel just as badass as him, but in the sense of pulling shit towards me instead of me going towards them. So I'd be like literally like sitting at my computer seat going, oh, I'd want like, you know, a sprite from downstairs or whatever from my kitchen, and just like literally like telepathy all the way freaking up here. So, oh no, wait, telekinetic, my bad. Telekinesis it all the way up here, which would be amazing. So, telekinetic powers for me. That is my answer. Oh boy, no idea how long this has gone for. Let's see, it has gone for, holy shit, 22 minutes. Alright, 23 minutes. So, if you like what you have seen, with the whole answering deal and all that, please leave a like. And if you have another question for me, leave a comment, or just basically leave it below on this video, and I'll answer it in the next video. And I have no idea what gameplay and such is in this video, possibly just Battlefield 4, but I'll leave you guys to do as you wish. Check out the other videos on my channel. Come on, if you're interested and you want to watch some, just go ahead, click some stuff. And, yeah, I'll leave you guys to do whatever's, like, favorite, subscribe, and I shall see you guys on the next KUSARI video. Goodbye.